Make sure you're subscribed to JerCrispy.
What's up, y'all? It shows the most does the most. JerCrispy, we're back in that video. PlayStation versus Xbox involvement? Gaming? Greatest battle? Team Xbox over here, and I'm not lying to y'all, my niggas. Y'all see that Xbox right here? That Xbox with the little nice good picture and shit like that. Y'all see that Xbox? This bitch be on every fucking video. Team Xbox over here, man. Not no PlayStation, man. Now, I had a PlayStation 3. That's the only thing I had. And I shared that with my brother. And someone after that, bro. Yeah, I played a little bit of PlayStation, PS5, PS4 when I was getting bored. But most likely was mainly on my Xbox. On my Xbox shit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, man.
Since the days of
Pong, on the road to 5.
Gaming's best console. Many have tried and failed, like Atari and Sega. But two giants rose above the rest. Blue versus green. Kratos versus Master Chief.
Right.
PlayStation versus Xbox.
Yeah.
It all started with a betrayal, grew into a rivalry, and became one of the biggest fights in gaming history.
I bet you. Turn that down. I'm not trying to get copyrighted.
Greatest battle: PlayStation versus Xbox.
Xbox.
Funnily enough, Sony's rise in gaming started with a huge betrayal by Nintendo. In 1988, Sony wasn't ready to make its own console, so it partnered with Nintendo to build a CD-ROM add-on for the SNES. 2 years later, in 1991, the PlayStation was unveiled. But just one day after the announcement, Nintendo ditched Sony for Philips, a decision they'd soon regret. Furious, Sony's president, Norio Oga, told his team to turn the PlayStation into its own console. And just 3 years later, the PlayStation was born, ready to take on Nintendo. Released in December 1994 in Japan, Sony's console was a revelation. It was soon distributed worldwide and became the first game console in history to sell more than 100 million units. By comparison, Nintendo's SNES sold less than half that during its lifetime. As for the console Nintendo planned to make with Philips, that project was scrapped, although Philips retained the right to make Nintendo games for the Philips CDI, which failed miserably, mainly due to its awful games like the infamous...
Oh, God, it's nasty, dirty-ass quality. God damn. Oh, I see. I'm glad you ain't making no more Nintendo games. Damn, Nintendo went down here. We saw this in the big 25.
Zelda
God.
CDI games.
Go to Gamelon and find my father.
Shit.
Great! I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos!
Dodongo!
Instead of cartridges, giving developers up to 650 megabytes of space, compared to about 15 megabytes on a cartridge. It was also cheaper, costing $299, while the CDI launched at a shocking $799. With better graphics, smoother gameplay, and titles like Ridge Racer, Crash Bandicoot, and Metal Gear Solid, the PlayStation became the go-to console. Even Final Fantasy left Nintendo to join PlayStation due to cartridge limitations, which was considered a major betrayal that crushed Nintendo fans and fueled the console wars. Sony's smart design choices, like a comfortable controller with shoulder buttons and the iconic square, triangle, circle, and cross symbols, helped set the PlayStation apart. In 2000, Sony released the PS1, a smaller, sleeker version, which cost just $99. In total, the PlayStation became a massive success with 102.5 million copies sold. Sony's PlayStation had not just entered the console market, they were dominating. Fun fact, the best-selling game on the PlayStation was Gran Turismo. It took 5 years to develop, and designer Kazunori Yamauchi estimated he only spent 4 days at home per year. The hard work paid off, though, as the game sold over 10.9 million copies worldwide. Bill Gates' company was no stranger to developing games before 2000, having released titles like Microsoft Flight Simulator and Age of Empires for Windows PC.
A game that I probably would never touch in a day in my life, unless I be an old ass nigga.
It wasn't until Sony announced...
If I be an old ass nigga and play that game, y'all had to catch me out with that one. I don't know, son. Y'all probably like to catch me on my words with that one.
PlayStation 2 in 1999, with its ability to play CDs and DVDs, that Microsoft turned its attention to consoles. Microsoft, a software giant with no console experience, invested over $1 billion into the Xbox.
I'm gonna come back and get that. I'm gonna get that Xbox. I know there's a spot called Gamingware. Gamingware, they got like Nintendo 64s. They got the GameCube. They got the freaking the Playboy. They got all the Xbox. They got the Xbox, PlayStation, all the games in them. They got like a lot of stuff. Where I be living at and stuff like that. My dad, they got Dwayne Johnson in his blood, not The Rock.
Skepticism from the industry and risking massive losses to challenge Sony's dominance. Worried that the PS2 would dominate home entertainment, Gates proposed a partnership where Sony would handle hardware and Microsoft would provide software for the PS2.
Oh,
but
Bill Gates.
CEO Nobuyuki Idai turned him down. Microsoft also tried to buy Nintendo in 1999. Only for Nintendo executives to reportedly laugh at the offer. A humiliating setback that pushed
and us Xbox and Xbox realized, man, fuck Nintendo and fuck PS4 or PS PlayStation. We don't need them. We're gonna do our own little thing. And look at us now, man.
Microsoft to go it alone. So they quickly set out to build a new console powered by its DirectX technology. Sony had a head start, but Microsoft was officially entering the game. Fun fact, Microsoft's new console project was codenamed Midway, a nod to the Battle of Midway in World War II, where American forces crushed the Japanese. If that's not a declaration of war, I don't know what is. October, thanks to hit games like Tekken Tag Tournament and Madden NFL 2001, it quickly took off, selling nearly 25 million units before the Xbox even arrived in November 2001. Both consoles cost $299.
Okay.
But building the Xbox actually cost Microsoft about $425, resulting in a loss of around $4 billion over its lifetime. But this was a strategy to break into the gaming console market, and the Xbox was all about creating a name for itself. With its bulky, green-lit design, it gave gamers a new choice. If they could handle the Duke, the original Xbox controller was so huge that Seamus Blackley, one of the creators of the Xbox, joked, "There are some Japanese apartments that are only twice or 3 times the size of the Duke." He also said it was offensive in Japan. Microsoft responded with the smaller S controller, which eventually became the standard. Challenges aside, the original Xbox had some real strengths. Before launch, Microsoft bought a game studio called Bungie. Bungie adapted their Halo project into a first-person shooter that used the Xbox's powerful hardware.
I ain't lying to you. Halo? We took that.
Quickly became a household name. Other standout games for Xbox included Forza Motorsport, Fable, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic,
Fable,
and Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
Hey, what y'all know about that Fable, man? Hey, Fable, Xbox 360, bro. Man, I had Fable, I had Sonic, I had a fishing game, I had Crazy Taxi, I had Lego Batman, I had freaking... What else I had on that Xbox 360? I had 2K. I had the old 2K. I had my cousin had this game called, I think, Red Red Redemption or something like that. It was like some like cowboy shooting game and stuff.
The PlayStation 2 hit back with beloved titles like Ratchet and Clank, God of War, Jak and Daxter.
Yes, sir.
It also had Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the best-selling game on the console with over 17 million copies sold. Grand Theft Auto 3 was another hit, appearing on both systems. though PS2 players got it 2 years earlier. Another advantage of the PS2 was that it played DVDs straight out of the box. One area where the Xbox clearly pulled ahead was online gaming. Xbox Live launched in 2002 and changed online play forever. It offered downloadable content, voice chat, and online achievements, while PlayStation lagged behind, with online multiplayer running on third-party servers.
So we was the first one to actually, Xbox was the first one to actually get the online before PlayStation. Okay.
That were the responsibility of individual game publishers.
Bro, look at the quality back then. God damn, that shit. I'm surprised we could play the game like this.
In 2004, Sony released a slimmer, lighter PlayStation 2 for $149, known as the PS2 Slim. It was quieter than the original and included a built-in Ethernet port. The original Xbox never received a Slim model. The Xbox put up a strong fight, selling around 24 million units. But the PlayStation 2 dominated the generation, selling over 160 million units, becoming the best-selling console of all time. Fun fact,
tripping on that.
Do you know why the Xbox is green?
Why?
According to Seamus Blackley, there was a guy at Microsoft who had a bunch of fancy markers that everyone kept stealing. The only color left was green. So the early Xbox designs were made with it. Microsoft made it official, and Blackley joked it was the green nobody wanted.
Damn.
Knowing they needed to land an early punch in round 2, Microsoft launched the Xbox 360 in November 2005.
The first console I got by myself.
A year before Sony released
the first console I got by myself, and then we turned around like I think a year after that. I think we got this on our birthday. I don't remember if we got this on our birthday or we got this on Christmas. No, we got this on Christmas. I had the Xbox 360 when I was 7 years old. I think when we had got the PlayStation, we was probably had to be 8 or 9 years old or some shit like that. I don't know about the age gap about that shit. It was so long ago. I remember the PlayStation 3, we played GTA. I bought GTA on the Xbox too. What else? They had this game called, it was a dog and no offense, a white dude with a hair with brownish reddish hair, and an old man with a beard with a he got like a coat, like a raincoat. Yeah, like a raincoat. And the other dude had the sweaters, but not cut, cut in this way, and he had brown pants with the some church shoes on. If y'all know what game I'm talking about, bro, me and my brother played that game and we completed that game too. It was fun.
PlayStation 3.
And then we got Rayman Legend, I think, on my Xbox One. Because I had got the Xbox One too. We had got Rayman Legend. Because we played Rayman Origin on the Wii. So much.
Switched
me and my brother used to do.
Design and sold for $399 for the Pro version with a 20 gigabyte hard drive, or $299 for the core version with just a 64 megabyte memory card. Sony arrived late and expensive, charging $499 for a 20 gigabyte PS3 and $599 for a 60 gigabyte model. This time, Sony seemed to make all the wrong moves. The PS3's boomerang-style prototype controller, shown at E3 2005, was refined into the 6-axis after feedback. While Xbox...
Hey, when they bring this up, I know. When they bring up that PS5, I'm going to have to say something about this. Because ain't no way.
Improved their controller design. The Xbox 360 had a strong early lineup with Halo 3, Gears of War, Fable 2, and Mass Effect. Xbox Live Arcade also boosted indie hits like Castle Crashers. Meanwhile, the PS3 library took a while to warm up, but redeemed itself with cinematic single-player masterpieces like Uncharted, The Last of Us, God of War 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, Little Big Planet,
and
Demon's Souls.
Oh, that was the game too. Little Big Planet 2. We played that game too. So hours and fun. We did a lot of things. We had Minecraft. We had a lot of things and stuff like that on there.
Also shared massive third-party hits like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Skyrim,
Dang,
and Grand Theft Auto 5,
I had to add
which
GJ.
became some of the most popular games ever. Sony introduced PlayStation Network and made online play free, but it came with more lag and less stability compared to Xbox Live. The PS3's complex architecture made it harder for developers, while the Xbox 360 was easier to work with and landed more exclusives like Gears of War. The PS3
I feel like Gears of War got a long ass series, and I do want to actually sit down and play the game, but like, bro, I don't know what I'm saying. Like, where do I start? Like, in the beginning? Like, I remember the only thing I remember, it was in the beginning that him and like his family got shipped off to somewhere. And then like he was talking to the boss and he's like, after this, don't fucking call me for to save your ass next time. And then like this nigga threw the cigarettes on his fucking desk, and a boss grabbed the cigarettes and fucking squished it with his hands. I was like, what the fuck?
Powerful overall and supported Blu-ray. But Xbox 360 players had to deal with the dreaded Ring of Death. It was not just a hardware flaw, it was a nightmare. Failure rates were as high as 54% early on.
Well, my Xbox didn't do that, so I don't know who Xbox did that. My Xbox didn't turn red, so I don't know why everybody else Xbox. I must got when the Xbox was just got fixed and stuff like that.
Over $1 billion fixing it, but their early lead in the market kept them afloat. In 2007, the Xbox 360 Elite launched with a 120 gigabyte hard drive and black finish. The 360S came in 2010 with a slimmer design and Wi-Fi.
I didn't get that one. No, this one. Wait, which one I got? Where my Xbox 360 at? Hold up. It's in the closet somewhere. My Xbox 360 somewhere. It might be in my little brother's closet. I don't know. It might be in this closet. I'm not looking in this closet. I might have one of these three. I don't know, bro.
Followed by the E model in 2013, which matched the style of the Xbox One.
Okay.
The PS3 overcame its rough start with price cuts, the Slim model, and a strong lineup of exclusives. Besides the Slim, Sony also launched the Super Slim in 2012 with a sliding disc tray and up to 500 gigabytes of storage. While Microsoft and Sony fought it out, Nintendo's Wii quietly crushed them both. Released in 2006, the Wii focused on motion controls and a wider audience. It sold over 100 million units.
The Wii. We played Mario Bros, Rain Man. We played Wii Sport. We played Madagascar. We played Street Ball. Y'all know about that Street Ball. And we played Sonic Rings on there. We played, it's a lot of other games we played too. Smash
Easily
Bros.
beating both the Xbox 360 and the PS3, even with much weaker hardware. The Wii's success made the PlayStation and Xbox jump into motion controls. Sony launched the PlayStation Move, and Microsoft introduced the Kinect, a hands-free motion tracker that was hyped as a revolutionary system, but often struggled to work due to inconsistent performance and a lack of compelling games. Neither came close to the Wii's success, with the PlayStation Move selling around 15 million units and the Kinect about 24 million.
Okay, we caught up. We caught up. Like, you know, we did so.
By many to be the peak of the console war, the Xbox 360 won an early victory with a better launch, smoother development, and stronger online play.
We won one.
But the PlayStation 3 eventually caught up and even slightly passed the Xbox 360 in total sales, selling over 87 million units compared to the Xbox 360's 84 million. Fun fact, in 2011, a massive PlayStation Network hack exposed data from over 77 million accounts. It became one of the biggest data breaches in gaming history. Sony had to shut down the PlayStation Network for 23 days, meaning almost a full month without downloads or online gaming.
So it would be good to be able to reassure their customers, but they're doing the right thing right now in terms of taking their stuff offline, making it inaccessible, and fixing whatever was broken before it comes back online again.
It had to testify before the United States Congress. When PlayStation Network returned, Sony launched a welcome back package with free games, 30 days of PlayStation Plus, and rebuilt its security from the ground up. Swung back towards Sony in 2013. If the Xbox 360 versus PS3 was a close race, the Xbox One versus PS4 felt like on November 15th, 2013, 1 week before the Xbox One. Priced at $399, it had a sleek, minimal design. But more importantly, it had learned from its mistakes with the PS3.
I remember the games we used to play on this PS4, I think it was Call of Duty.
Focused on performance and games. Sony dominated with exclusive hits like Bloodborne, Uncharted 4, The Last of Us Part 2, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, a whole op out here, man. First of all, Spider-Man was for us. That nigga was like, man, you know, let me go wear spring on fucking for PlayStation. Let me, for them niggas, real quick. Let me, oh no, for them niggas. That nigga, the original Spider-Man was for us. We were supposed to get Miles. But watch, my brother gonna come out of nowhere. But y'all didn't, though. Like, nigga.
And Ghost of Tsushima. This era also saw the Battle Royale boom, with PUBG and Fortnite thriving on both consoles. The Xbox One, meanwhile, launched $100 more expensive, bundled with the Kinect 2.0, whether players wanted it or not. It was marketed more as an all-in-one entertainment system.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Xbox One.
Focusing on TV, sports, and voice commands instead of games.
TV.
Sports.
The backlash was massive, especially after Microsoft's E3 2013 reveal, where they announced the Xbox One would require an always-online connection, block used games, and mandate the Kinect be connected at all times. The outrage was intensified when head of Xbox Don Matrix said, "We have a product for people who aren't able to get some form of connectivity. It's called Xbox 360. Not long after, he left Microsoft and was replaced by Phil Spencer. Microsoft realized their mistakes, quickly reversed their policies, and shifted focus back to gamers, with exclusives like Halo 5, Guardians,
Gears of War, I see that. Hello.
Gears 4 and 5.
I'm about to screen real quick.
Sunset Overdrive.
Hey, bro, it's over with. Hey, I'm about to tell y'all this nigga right now, right here and right now. When we play this bitch, remember, this bitch is gonna be the most interesting game y'all ever play. I ain't never seen no niggas, hands down, all my favorite YouTuber, ain't nobody touched on Sunset Overdrive yet. Oh, nobody touched it, but I'm about to be the fucking first. You know how Soldier Boy said I was the first? Nah, nigga, I'm about to be the first to touch this. Excuse me.
And Sea of Thieves. It was a good recovery, but they still did not have the heavy hitters that PlayStation had. In a change of events, the PS4, with its slightly more powerful GPU,
to this day, I just hate to be this nigga father. Kratos
was seen as easier for developers to work with. Backward compatibility with the Xbox 360 and OG Xbox was a lifesaver for Xbox fans, and the introduction of Game Pass in 2017 helped restore some faith, giving players access to a huge library of games for a monthly fee. Both consoles went through a few glow-ups during their lifespan, with slimmer designs, stronger hardware, and even a push into 4K gaming. The PS4 Slim was a better-looking, more efficient PlayStation, while the PS4 Pro supported 4K resolution and ran games more smoothly with a faster processor. The Xbox One S was a big step up from the original model. It added 4K video streaming and could play Ultra HD Blu-rays. The Xbox One X was even stronger, becoming the most powerful console of the generation, and could run many games in true native 4K. But the damage was already done. The PlayStation 4 dominated the gaming scene, selling over 117 million units, compared to around 58 million for the Xbox One. Microsoft even stopped reporting Xbox One sales publicly after a while. That's how rough it got. Fun fact, Microsoft's plan to block used games made gamers furious. Sony jumped at the chance and roasted Microsoft with a short video called How to Share Games on PS4, where they simply handed a disc to a friend.
This is how you share your games on PS4. Thanks.
Man, get this corny ass shit out my face. That lame stuff, hold on, that lame old. Man, let me just hand a disc to my friend so we can share a game. Oh, said shit, boy. Man, we don't care. You see how y'all trying to copy our flow, though? Watch.
with the Xbox Series X and S, released on November.
I don't care. I don't care. They make a joke about our shit, man. You know they say our shit like a refrigerator. Hey, I got that bit right there, right here. So my baby right here. See him touching all up on it, and that's mine right here. I still want to get this though. Real talk.
10th,
for the CDs,
2020.
so I can play
The
old games on
Series X
CD.
launched at $499, while the smaller digital-only Series S came in at $299. Sony followed 2 days later with the PlayStation 5, priced at
Copy out
$499.
flow, word to word, bar to bar. Look at the controller.
Sony followed 2 days later with the PlayStation.
Look, I got the same thing like us. Fat controller, word to word, bar to bar. On some Soldier Boy shit. Ain't no way. Get this nasty, dirty ass spaceship on here.
5, priced at $499 for the standard model.
That's cap. That's cap. My brother paid $700 on this shit. That's cap. When everybody wanted a PS5, my brother paid like $700 for that mug.
$399 for the digital edition. While Xbox focused on building a connected experience across different platforms, backward compatibility, and the all-important Game Pass, the PlayStation 5 made power, speed, and next-gen exclusives.
Then they shit. I remember we were going back. I remember PlayStation and Xbox was going back and forth about who shit was blowing up and all that other shit.
Its main focus. Both consoles launched during the pandemic, which meant that despite huge demand, supply shortages hit hard. For months, getting a PS5 or Series X felt almost impossible. Scalpers bought up most of the stock within seconds.
I got mine like before graduation. So I got my Xbox before I graduated high school.
A year later, many gamers were still stuck refreshing websites, hoping to get lucky. For those lucky enough to grab a PS5, it delivered games like Horizon, Forbidden West, God of War.
No, my brother got he got Ratchet & Clank and Spider-Man.
Ragnarok, Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, and Final Fantasy XVI showed off what the PS5 could do. Astro's Playroom, bundled with every console, also did a great job showing off the new DualSense controller with its touchpad, haptic feedback, and adaptive triggers. Astro fans were treated again in 2024 with the release of Astrobot, which went on, proving the little robot is now one of PlayStation's biggest stars. Xbox gamers had plenty to look forward to as well. Microsoft acquired Bethesda in 2020 and Activision Blizzard in 2023, bringing Elder Scrolls, Call of Duty, and Diablo under Team Green. There were also exclusives like Halo Infinite, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and Forza Horizon 5. The Xbox Series X and S offer full backward compatibility all the way back to the original Xbox, while the PS5 only supports PS4 games. Xbox Cloud Gaming lets players stream games to their phones or browsers, and Smart Delivery automatically upgrades games to next-gen versions. Love it or hate it, subscriptions are now a big part of gaming. PlayStation owners can choose between different PS Plus tiers, while Xbox players get access to hundreds of games through Xbox Game Pass. One area where the PS5 pulls ahead is VR. The PS VR 2, built for the PS5, is a big upgrade over the original, offering full VR experiences for games like No Man's Sky, Resident Evil Village, Gran Turismo 7, and Horizon Call of the Mountain. The PS5 has also been updated with a slim version, about 20% lighter and 30% smaller than the launch model. In November 2024, Sony released the PS5 Pro with a larger GPU, faster memory, and better ray tracing for smoother 4K gaming at 60 frames per second. The $699 price, though, sparked a lot of controversy. Meanwhile, the Xbox Series S remains the smallest Xbox ever made, and a Series X refresh is rumored to be on the way. Right now, the PS5 is winning the sales race, with around 75 million units sold, compared to about 30 million for the Series X and S. Xbox Game Pass has also grown to 34 million subscribers.
Alright, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow our social media, pop up on the screen. See y'all when I see y'all. Lay y'all to the bottom art, and I'm out.